Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. That was my bad. Here we go. We're rock and rolling. We had a little bit of technical difficulties this morning with Twitter Spaces. It's giving me. What the hell is that? All right, here we go.
Unmute, dude. Mute your Twitter. There you go.
All right.
Clemente. So 2 things. 1, you're going to want to unplug your phone. You're going to want to throw that phone across the room. You're going to want to mute that phone.
I'm good. I solved it. We're taken care of. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's been a rough morning so far. Twitter X has been giving us problems, but we are rock and rolling today. Nick, I have to say I like your taste in music. I consider you our resident DJ expert.
Well, I'm better at DJing than Pio is. He just won't acknowledge that. He's on stage right now. He's not here today though, so I don't want to hear anything out of his mouth. But yeah, you know, the audience always says that I'm the better DJ. So that's where we're at right now.
I want to tell him one thing, Nick. When Nick and I had a meeting 2 days ago, and Nick comes in, he was playing his music that he plays while he codes, and it's just like the loudest EDM with no words going on. I'm like, dude, how do you focus while playing?
It was trance music.
What is that?
You don't know what trance music is?
No, easy.
Wait, hold on. Do you legitimately not know what trance music is?
I have no idea what it is.
Okay, let me give you a sample of trance music. This would be trance music. Hey, welcome to trance. You don't know what?
I can't hear it.
Oh, you can't?
Oh,
I guess it doesn't play on Firefox.
Well, if you play it right, if you play it on his Twitter or YouTube, we're gonna get demonetized. We're gonna get copyrighted.
That's fine. Here, I figured out how I'm gonna do it. Now you can hear it on YouTube. Ready? Can you hear that? So just picture me listening to this and just typing furiously. Define function. Accept argument. Return outcome. That's what I'm busy doing, basically. That's essentially what.
You know what? I love that music because one, it's Euro trash. There is a bit of an echo happening.
No.
No, okay, fine. Anyway, I love that music. Absolute Euro trash. And I saw Black Coffee in Ibiza this summer, which was just monumental. And I think Nick, you'd be the only person in the club coding at 4 a.m. in their head while they're listening to Black Coffee.
I don't know if I would be coding in my head. That's more like Beautiful Mind style shit. Like, I'm not that smart. I feel like, although that, I will say, I do have breakthroughs when I'm not sitting in front of the computer. That's usually where you but nothing we're doing is actually that complicated. So we're not facing any of those issues at the moment. But yeah, Clemente was shocked by the music. What do you listen to while you work? Classical?
Jesus.
Beethoven. What's going on? It was
True Crime Podcast. Oh my god, that's echo.
Where are you guys hearing the echo?
It's probably you.
I think it's I know what it is. My bad.
It's definitely you. Yeah, there we go. I listen to true crime podcasts while I work.
No, you do not.
Swear to God.
You listen to like words while you're working?
Yeah, I have to. I don't fully pay attention to them, but like they're on. I need people talking. Like it's a gift and a curse.
So that's why all those stupid spaces like the ones that Bunny runs does anywhere decent. Bunny, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that sounds like the craziest thing I've ever heard. Why would you listen to the people talking?
I don't know, dude. I don't pay attention to them. It's like when you speak, I just kind of zone out.
Nick, that trance song, I feel like that's something you would find like the boss just appeared on an old video game.
I don't know. I've been Signal properly stated Eurotrash. That so early on, this style of music, I would say, is very European. I would go to record stores, which used to be a thing, and I would get CDs that were from Europe because they were way ahead of the curve.
Yeah,
when it
better
came
music
to
over here. It
trance
just is.
music.
It's just better music over here, guys. Like when it comes to like dance music, I mean, sorry to say it, but we kick your ass. Like especially France, when it comes to like dance music, they have some of the best stuff out there. I'm sorry, but like Nick, I absolutely love your coding music. I could never code to it. I think you think a lot faster than me. I would be like just panicking at function and being like, do I need to put parentheses next? This music is so confusing, but I love it. And Nick is right. Nick is ahead of the gang. He is the best DJ today, hands down.
Oh, shit. Pio's still muted because he can't unmute because he's driving. That's unfortunate for him. But we got 2 votes, Nick. So far, 0 Pio.
Before we get started, I loved the title that you chose today. I am for the Twitter space. I'm taking notes because I'm loving the Nick runs the behind the scenes after you gave away the Bodagos 1 of 1 yesterday on that space. Phenomenal title. And I was sitting there taking notes. I'm like, I got to do a better job for some of these. So I'm excited for more of this today.
We should just rename the show to OMG What Happened. Oh my God, that is so shocking. Can you believe that? We're going to dive into that soon. But first, let's talk about something unrelated.
Before we talk about that crazy thing that happened yesterday, we're going to throw it over to Signal for the weather report. There's still a little bit of echo that I think we'll solve in just a bit. But
that's because you're holding the phone in front of your face.
It's connected. It's literally connected. I do this every single day.
Well, unplug it.
No, because okay. All right.
I'm just telling you, unplug it, okay? Okay.
Clemente's in trouble.
Clemente has not figured this thing out yet.
Ooh, Clemente's in trouble.
Is the echo gone? Is the echo gone? No.
Nope, still baby echo.
No, it's still there.
There's echo?
That's how you know it's coming from Nick.
Yeah, it's Nick. Nick, mute yourself for a bit. No echo. No echo. There we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to talk about the green candles all across the NFT market. It's going to be a phenomenal show. I don't think I've seen green action like this probably since the beginning of the summer. So I'm excited to talk about that. We have Otherside's Legend of the Mara beta drop coming in September. We're going to talk about what we have coming up for the month and if we might see a big NFT run in September, or if this is just a little pump and dump we are seeing from today's market. But Signal, I'm going to throw it over to you for the weather report whenever you're ready.
Absolutely. It's so green today. I'm wearing green just to show how good the markets are. It is Thursday, the 31st of August, guys. Labor weekend, Labor Day is coming up. So last few days of wearing white. But before we get into that, market volume, 12.5 million, Blur, 6.5, OpenSea, 3.1. What's been happening on the market leaders? Like we're saying, it's a green day all across the board for NFTs, including the higher cap collections. We got Mutants up 10%, nearing a 6 ETH floor. Captains up 6%. And Bored Apes up 7%. Now they're sitting above 28 ETH, just pushing towards 30, making Bunny that generational wealth that he needs. On to the smaller caps, and Pixelmon, surprisingly, up 35%, nearing a 0.4 ETH floor. And Clonex is up 20% in the last 7 days, while Deadfellas, name that we haven't spoken about in a while, up 66% in the last 7 days after they teased a trading card game. Over the past 24 hours, Memeland held a space with Ray, the CEO of 9gag, to discuss SocialFi and Memecoin. Amongst other things, Ray and the team discussed the focus on building a sustainable token model that will be here for the next 5 to 10 years plus. They shared an update on the tokenomics, including a 25% community airdrop, 33% ecosystem fund, 10% community fire sale, a 10% private sale, and a 20% to contributors. On to Coinbase, and Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong shared a 25-minute video on the top 10 crypto startups he wishes he could build today. And among that list included on-chain ads and reputation, tokenizing real-world assets, and privacy for layer 2s and more. Twitter has rolled out custom branded likes. They're going to be starting with the X logo popping up when you like someone's tweet with the brand features. It's expected that branded likes will be rolled out for people's affiliated organizations in the future. And then lastly, Otherside released a quick teaser last night featuring 2 coders sitting by a campfire and announced that an open beta of the highly anticipated Legends of Mara game will be arriving in September. That is all for the weather report. It is back to you folks in the studio.
Thank you, Signal. That was oh my God.
I muted myself temporarily just to see what would happen and or unmuted, and there's an echo. I don't know why that's happening, why I'm causing the echo. Maybe I mute myself and you become the controller of it?
Sure. You mute yourself.
You take care of it. There we go.
Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Dude, roll your phone.
You got to unmute yourself on YouTube, Clemente.
All right. Here we go. Dude. No, I can't do this.
All right, so unplug yourself.
This sounds like the beginning of a good trance act.
Okay, here we go. Nick, we need to, it would make a great song.
How to do the show. I need
legitimately how Pio usually sounds when he gets pissed off about something, if you're wondering. Here, look, I'll read the newsletter, Clemente, since did you unplug yourself because you couldn't take care of this?
We're good. We're good to go.
Okay, so let me just run through the newsletter. I'm kicking Pio off out of this stage. The class action lawsuit against Uniswap Labs has been dismissed. Pio still angry. With the judge ruling that the individuals who filed the lawsuit claiming losses due to the scam tokens on the platform are not covered by federal securities laws. Pio's a little bit frustrated that Sam Spratt has announced the winners of the Monument game, which will be unveiled today at 3:33 p.m. And 3 exclusive one-of-one character studies from the same game will be distributed to 3 lucky super rare pass holders at 12 p.m. Eastern. Pio, you'll like this one. Chimpers has begun a 48-hour, $99 discounted sale of their physical figurines, which features 3 different tiers of figurines that can be purchased depending on NFT ownership. A lot of us are very excited about that. That's all that we have for the newsletter today. Shout out to Pio.
Thanks, Nick. Great weather report. We're back. We're locked and loaded now. We lost easy.
Wait, so what was going on there?
I literally have no idea. See, there still is a little bit of an echo there. Nick, I think it's you, but
it is coming from me.
We're gonna keep going. Just mute yourself whenever you're done talking, and we'll go. Yeah, easy. Just had enough. I actually wanted to throw to him because I was looking at the Blur leaderboard today. Literally everything's in the green. I was pretty much just thinking about it. I'm like, hey, what can we expect for the month of September? Now that we are seeing an increase in volume. Bunny, I saw you were talking about
classic
on your space. What do you make of what's going on in the market? Are you buying anything? Are your bags in the green? How are you feeling about this?
And then mute yourself, Clemente, as well.
He was asking me.
I understand. I'm going to let you speak, but I just wanted to make sure that everyone mutes themselves on YouTube because that's what we have to do today. Pio, do not worry. I got this taken care of.
It's been
can you hear Bunny? I can't hear Bunny.
Sorry, I was muted. Now you can. Go ahead and mute yourself, Clemente. Please. Bunny, don't worry about the technical issues that we're having here, okay? Don't worry about it.
Dude, the one day Pio can never leave again.
Yeah, he can.
Okay.
The Twitter space had some issues, so we got rugged at the beginning. That's a Twitter issue. Well, formerly Twitter, now called X, the dumbest name in the world. Yeah. Don't worry about that. Anyways, continue your thoughts, Bunny, before I speak over you.
Oh yeah, I'm buying everything. Just buy all the NFTs, dude.
The thing I was going to say is this was a classic Clemente. What? So Nick, what do you think is going to happen in the next 7 days to 30 days? What do you think is going to happen?
All right. Well, now that Easy's back, and I don't want to ask Nick any of these questions. Easy, what do you make of what's been going on in the market? Why all of a sudden now are we seeing a run in NFTs after all of August was pretty much dead and down only?
Well, Clemente, price is going up.
Hey, back to you in the studio. Easy. You want to give any other insight?
I just gave you all the alpha you could possibly ask for on this beautiful, beautiful Thursday. Clearly, the charts are green. Clearly, people are excited again to be buying JPEGs. I'm seeing illiquid mid-rares absolutely fly. We got the XRP meme coin collection cooking on the back of another Sproto Gremlins-like play. Don't tell me we're not having fun yet, Nick. I hope you're doing great. I hope the weather up there in New York is just absolutely immaculate. A hurricane completely missed me. But you know what a hurricane didn't miss? Recycling the volume in the NFT space because it's back, baby.
I was going to ask you. I was looking at volume from last year. There we go. I was looking for volume from last year and NFT price action. Basically, September, October, and November were pretty much downtrending, if not just flat. December was the month that things really started picking up. Easy. What do you think September might be looking like for NFT price action?
But before Easy and mute yourself, Clemente, I just wanted to hop in here. It's important. So we're all muting ourselves manually on this on YouTube. That's the way it's going. The thing I just wanted to say, Clemente, before Easy speaks, is people been on vacation. This is the first summer, maybe the second summer, that we've seen people in the NFT space actually take a break. Still, despite that, 60 to 70% of NFT participants are still fat slobs on their couch, but at least 30% of them are on vacation right now. And so that's something that is having a massive impact on this space. And let's be honest, that 30%, they're only the real people that matter. They're not the people that are just sitting at home. A lot of those people that are sitting at home, sitting on their couch, they're trying to make $10, $20, $100 because that's meaningful to their poor asses. Okay. But I'm just saying, like, the real people that are actually moving the market, the whales, the people who matter, they're on vacation. They're taking a break. They're taking weekends off. They're going to the beach. They're saying, wow, I'm going to kick back. I'm going to set up a beach chair here and look out into the water and just realize that, holy shit, like, there was a period that I made money here. Let's just not take that for granted, because right now it looks like I'm running fast to Brokeville.
Absolutely. Easy. I saw you tweeted about this yesterday. Basically, NFTs are pretty much weighing on, like, things are going to be relatively silent until the four big things in crypto or Bitcoin get taken care of, like the Bitcoin ETF, the Grayscale SEC win, lawsuits against NFTs, and crypto adoption globally. Can you talk a little bit more about what you think about this? Are you pretty much just staying out of trading NFTs for the time being and just stacking crypto, or what's your thought process right now?
It's largely just stacking crypto at the moment. I think right now is like you're just chasing any hope of liquidity at the moment, which tends to not be the best move. I think
Mute Clemente.
I think crypto has better moves here as far as like upward price action, downward price action across the board. That's where all the volume cycling, even meme coins and things like that. Whereas the NFT side of things, right now, like, NFTs are usually a byproduct of crypto. So until we actually get some clarity or like a price action up and then chop, even what we saw like today, I think is part of that. We saw an upward price action. It's been chopping. We've almost given up the candle too, which is wild on some tokens. So for me, I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I want to hold the assets I hold. There's some conviction plays I want to get into. Realistically, like, I was at that Mutant Ape event and I was sitting there. I was like, I feel like I want Yuga exposure, but I don't want Bored Ape exposure. So I definitely still want to get into Otherside. I want to get into Vessels. I think Legends of Tomorrow is going to be a hit. It's just a matter of, like, how early do I want to start deploying some capital? I don't think backing up the Brinks truck right now is a good move at all, especially while we anxiously wait on Bitcoin ETFs, which supposedly we'll get some answer tomorrow. I think tomorrow is going to be a delay personally, which not surprising. But I think that's going to be the thing that a lot of people are anxiously waiting for and kind of sitting sidelines till. We certainly have some capital on the sidelines, though. You see a lot of people still interacting on the timeline. It's not completely dead. A lot of people have left, but right now it's kind of just chop season. Oh, Nick's got his hand raised. Nick, what's going on?
I think I killed the echo also. Let's just, Clemente, come off mic first. Nope, I didn't. Okay. BlackRock is pulling the D-Gods playbook. So they're pulling a little delay, and they've been out there hyping for a long time on Twitter, BlackRock that is, saying, hey, we're going to come in and save all of your bags. We're going to save all your bags. Don't worry. We got a big drop coming. This is going to change the world. This is going to blow your face off. And what happens is they keep delaying over and over and over again. And a lot of people, a lot of the bag holders are saying, what the hell is going on over there, Frank? I mean, whatever the BlackRock guy's name is. Is his last name Frank?
We'll go with that. Let's just go with that.
BlackRock CEO Larry Fink. What did I say? It's not Fink, it's Frank.
Larry Frank.
Larry Frank pulling the D-Gods playbook. Look, we won't stand for this, Larry. We've had enough of it. So I think that's what's going on there on that front. The fact that people are making money on NFTs right now is actually shocking, very impressive. But again, it is literally 50 people who are making money right now, and they're just tweeting about it. That's the main distinction. So a lot of us feel like there's a lot of money flooding into the place. But in reality, no. Still, from what I've checked, no one cares. Clemente, your hand's raised.
I want to get Signal's take because I'm curious what you think on what's been going on recently, Signal. But real quick, so easy. If you were in my shoes, I have a couple NFTs that I own on the lower end that I've been like short-term trading. One of them is a Pinto bean. In your point of view, if you were in my shoes and you're like, dude, should I get rid of this thing? I'm down 60% on this. Should I just sling this thing out while it's up like 20% on the last week? Should I get rid of this thing?
That shit would be long gone, bro. That shit would be long gone. Like, it's impressive that you're still holding it, to be honest. That shit would have been in the dumpster, in the gutter. We wouldn't even be talking about it. You'd be sitting here raising high praises on the gratefulness that you're not looking at that thing every single day.
Mate, Clemente, Easy told you to get rid of that moldy bean ages ago. And you didn't listen to him. I think he must have told you like 3, maybe 4 weeks
when
ago
they were still 0.7 or whatever it was, like right before
Exactly.
elementals, I was like, I'd be getting rid of this. And then Azuki came out and was like, hey, we have elementals. We're not doing shit for beans. And Clemente's like, damn, that must mean they're going to do something for beans. They said they won't do jack shit, so they got to do something.
You know, so hold on. So I ended up actually selling that bean. I sold it at 1.1, which was fine. And then the floor dropped 70%, and I bought in at like 0.45. I'm like, dude, it can't keep freaking dropping from here. Now we're sitting at 0.2, and I'm like, okay, what do we do from here? I thought that POAP that they dropped is that like soulbound token. It literally didn't do jack shit. Which is
Clemente, I feel like we're at the cinema and you've gone into like cinema number 5 screen, and Easy has been like telling you for weeks, get rid of the bean, get rid of the bean. But you went to cinema 7 where you were like listening to some other script about holding on to this moldy bean. Now, look, you're either going to ride this to zero now. That's exactly right. So listen, you need to either hold on to this bean now and just ride it out until there's some other pump or whatever, or you take the loss. Personally, I think you need to start like being a bit more disciplined about your exits. I was really bad at this. I used to be so bad at this. And Easy would tell me to exit and I'll be like, no, I can make more. And then what happens? I lost all my money. So when Easy tells you to exit, get the fuck out, because he's Cassandra. I'm telling you. He doesn't listen to his own calls, but when he tells you to get out, get out. Anyway, sorry, Nick, your hand was raised.
I need Clemente manning that mute button. That's the first thing. I'm seeing him not muting, and I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna show you how to click the button. Okay, it's just one click. You just click the mute, and we remove the echo situation, and that gives your highness here the opportunity to speak. So that's the first thing that we're dealing with. The second thing is, Clemente, what the hell are you doing with holding on to this thing? Why don't you just now you got to hold it. Like, it's too late at this point. This is going to be, I would say that this is your V-Friend situation, but it's like not even comparable. So you lost $1,000. like go cry a river for that. Like Signal lost a significant amount on her Moonbird. I lost a significant amount on my V-Friend, and you lost like 50 cents, and you were trying to
down
figure out
$11, down like a Subway sandwich, and he's like, dude, honestly, I don't know if I can get beans in my Chipotle anymore because I just look at this damn thing, and all I am is reminded of it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, granted, it's not as bad as Nick's spontaneous seahorse, which I was going to pull up actually, but yeah, I mean, Nick, this might be the time to sell for. You got a 0.44 WETH offer on it. Speaking of selling, there we go, right there. Nick can't code. Speaking of not selling on your target exits, Easy, what's your take on captains right now? Are you still holding on to that thing?
I'm down so bad.
You're still holding.
I'm down. Yeah, I went from a trader to a community member on that one. I'm a proud captain's community member. I haven't looked at the damn thing because it just gives me PTSD. But I'm a meme land community member, one of the strongest. I've been holding through the ups and downs. I'm not going anywhere. We believe in the utility. We believe, dude. Just please drop meme coin, please.
What did you make of that? So they announced their new tokenomics. They were talking SocialFi yesterday on their space. Did you pay attention to any? They allocated basically a new percentage of their tokenomics. I think they're hinting at something coming soon. What did you make of it?
Clemente, so check this out. Check this out. I haven't listened to a single sentence. Haven't done a single recap. Haven't read a single word. I've been busy, Clemente. I've been on calls with Nick. We're discussing strategy. We're spending a lot of time in the lab. We're cooking up. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, so we easily spent 30 minutes on calls this week, Easy. You got to mute yourself. And so that must have really overwhelmed you.
Yeah, 5 minutes with you is overwhelming. So 30 minutes was just an absolute torrential downpour of overwhelmingness. Words.
So this whole mute situation is quite challenging, and I'm racking my brain trying to figure out why this would even be the case. But for someone who's usually a maestro of audio, I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. But for now, let's move on to the next subject. Legends of Mara. I'm following your show notes, Clemente. Let me read this off the way that Pio does. Legends of Mara we'll cover more in depth tomorrow with Kicks, but let's get a start on it. What kind of expectations do you have for this beta drop in Otherside's game? And my expectations are none. Let's go on to the people who are actually paying attention to Legends of Mara. I will say, I actually seeing the what's the other trading card game going on right now?
Parallel
Alpha. So seeing their success and the excitement that the nerds on NFT Twitter are having over Parallel Alpha, there could be some success here if done right. What I will say is there is a lot of critics in this space as it applies to trading card games. So like dipping your toe in the water there is not really an option. You got to really think hard about the dynamics associated with the trading card game that you intend to roll out. What's most interesting to me, though, is like I'm not clear on who's the drivers of adoption when it comes to trading card games. Like, who are those individuals? And is it people that are playing Magic the Gathering and you're migrating those people over? Is it people who are playing Settlers of Catan and you're migrating those people over? Or is it like teenagers that you migrate over into this space? This is like a weird market that I'm just not familiar with. Like, my understanding of it is it's older people who are reflecting back on their youth and they're trying to relive their childhood playing Magic and some of these other games, but it's not clear to me. And what does drive adoption in that space? Like it's not clear. Great. Nobody has any thoughts.
I thought Easy was going to jump in. From one of the things that I was curious about, Nick, from an actual performance point of view, I wanted to ask you this because we've talked about this kind of in depth. Is like the upside of like, let's just say this Legend of the Mara game knocks it out of the park, right? Everyone's playing it. Whatever the best case scenario is for Otherside. How does that play into Yuga assets, right? We have Bunny. I'm curious what Bunny thinks. Like, if this game is a 10 out of 10, does that have anything to do with Bored Ape Yacht Club's price or Mutant's price? Or is it pretty much just going to affect Vessels and the Otherside land? Bunny, I am curious what you think if at some point, what your bull case is for Bored Ape Yacht Club, if there is any outside of just being a collectible and a membership
The
asset.
bull case is he holds one.
Nick, you need to unmute.
Go ahead, Bunny.
I hope that it causes positive price action for the Bored Apes. I don't know if it necessarily will, though. Even, I mean, like, maybe if this thing is like a massive success, like even in terms of Web 2 gaming, then I could see it having some like ancillary positive price action, but that's about it.
What are you doing over there, Bunny? Like, what's like? Walk me through what activity you're participating in right now.
Right now, dude, can you tell I'm doing something?
Yeah, I can.
I'm lugging my baby upstairs. I'm putting her in her crib.
Lugging.
For her nap.
So,
Yeah,
like,
lugging.
are you like dragging her up the stairs? Like, what exactly is going on?
Over the shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
Okay. So is her head behind you?
Oh no, I put her down in the crib now. Now I'm walking. I open the baby gate, right? I'm closing that, and I'm going down the stairs.
Well, that's very exciting. Thank you for providing that insight. Really appreciate it. Clemente, you got your hand raised. I'll throw to you.
Yeah, I wanted to get signals take. I realized, oh, here we go. My camera times out after 10 minutes for some reason. I'll need to fix that. We have double signal. I did want to ask Signal, but I guess we lost her. Real quick, Nick, I wanted to ask you while Signal's frozen here. Do we have her back? No. Nick, we talked about this a little bit earlier. Is this just like a physical collectibles meta that we're entering? We had Pudgy Penguins dropping these physical collectibles. They kind of started Invisible Friends, Doodles, and now Chimpers is doing this physical collectibles aspect of it. Is this pretty much just NFT projects trying to find revenue and they're trying to cater to the higher end collectibles, the whales in the market? Do you expect this trend to continue? What do you make of it?
Hey, thanks for asking, Clemente, and you're going to want to mute yourself. In terms of this physical transition, as people call it, the transitioning of state and identity, basically, pronouns adjusting as well in the process. I would say that the physical meta, it exists, but I think it's more like there's only people here that are willing to spend like $50, $100 or something like that on physical items. Is that a transition of the meta? I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's more like I'm not buying all the Doodles merch. There are people who are buying Doodles merch.
Well, the Crocs sold out.
How many Crocs sold? How many Crocs did they sell?
More than one.
All of them. Yeah, all of them.
Okay, well, that doesn't give us any data whatsoever. So they sold 50 Crocs.
They sold out, Nick. That's all that matters. They get to put up the graphic with the sold out text.
You're going to need to raise your hand moving forward, Easy.
It is interesting, though. I was looking through it, and from a consumer point of view, like the experience of buying these physical collectibles is so brutal. Pretty much any NFT merch. Like we've been Pio's been on the back end, like trying to work through the logistics aspect of it. These Crocs, from what I saw, are not going to ship until I think they said 6 to 8 weeks, right? So it's like you order something. We're basically competing with we're competing with Bezos doing 6-hour shipping. I can't talk if you guys are doing this. They're raising their hands for anyone listening, just out of control, being extremely distracting. But yeah, long story short, these guys are competing with 1-day Amazon Prime shipping. They're doing 6-day shipping. Easy's got his foot raised. Easy, what's going on?
Thank you, Clemente. So yeah, I mean, 6 to 8 weeks. The reason being they still have to make them. That's the current circumstance that they're in. They still need to be created, crafted, curated. So when we say sold out, it might have been one of those situations in which they did not have a supply, and basically just a timer was running. And as soon as that timer hit, then they were like, okay, we're sold out, which, like we said, could have been 1, could have been 1,000. But Nick's got his hand up, and Nick's making his influencer face. Nick, what's going on?
I was just going to say 6 to 8 weeks is not like that unreasonable. A lot of other places you buy, like, remember the Bored Ape super plastic took about a year to receive the collectible there.
They had to make the toys, dude.
Their number one defender has stepped in to let us all know that they had to make the toy. No, we get that.
Yeah, but that makes so much more sense from a business point of view that you would pre-order them rather than making loads of them and then having this leftover stuff that just gets thrown away. Because if the Doodles community isn't buying it, then
oh, she froze again.
Premium.
Totally frozen. You're back. Try talking now.
Okay, I'm back.
See you blinking.
So I think from a pre-order perspective, it like that totally makes sense. It would be interesting to see actually what the numbers were, considering these were coming in around $100 and $120, which is pretty expensive for a Croc. I think the average price of Crocs is like maybe $70, I want to say. They're not my favorite shoe. I think they're hideous shoe. Doesn't matter what brand is on it. You could put Louis Vuitton on that, and I still think they're horrible. But I think for the people who do love Crocs, it was a great collab between the two communities.
So a couple things to mention here. One, this is the smoothest running show that we've had so far this year, thanks to me. So I just wanted to say shout out to me. This has been incredible. The second thing that I was going to say, actually, this Croc looks pretty cool that Clemente has pulled on stage. I don't know what I'm looking at here. This is just a random Lightning McQueen. I guess we were talking about Crocs and Clemente just went to the Croc site. That was like the thing where we know what a Croc looks like. So we got a full understanding of what that is. The thing I was going to say, keep your hand raised. The thing I was going to say on the physical is that when I went to the licensing expo earlier this year, it was pretty much a waste of money for the most part to go to that event, just like most conferences are. So I try to reduce the quantity of conferences that I'm going to. But the one thing that was a takeaway is the fashion industry and the physical product industry, they're over 1 year in advance on the manufacturing and development of their products that they're rolling out. Oftentimes it's more like 18 months that they're in it, that they're operating in advance. So all of these different brands are in like that, operating that far ahead. The NFT space is not operating that far ahead. It's maturing right now. All of us are looking for ultimately better quality merch that we can get for our brands. And I think it is a monetization channel for a lot of these companies. But I don't know if it justifies some of the valuations and the amount of money that was generated by some of these companies, like Doodles, for example, made tens of millions of dollars. They raised tens of millions of dollars as well. You got Moonbirds / Proof. You have a couple of these companies that have a ton of money, and they're trying to figure out how to execute at a scale that justifies all that money that they made. The only one that comes close right now is Yuga, which is really building at a rapid rate. That said, Bored Ape Yacht Club has yet to sort of receive. At first, they received all the airdrops, so now you're just chilling, which is why if you have a Bored Ape right now, it's not awful. It's it's not worth the amount that Bunny was flexing before, so he still looks foolish. But I can't think of a time where he didn't, and so that's what I was going to say. Is I think on the physical side, it's just a long time turnaround. I don't know that it's a big meta. It's just like, hey, these brands exist. We should be selling merch. Clemente, you've had your hand raised for a while, waiting patiently. I appreciate you doing this professionally.
Absolutely, Nick. No, not a problem at all. I was looking at, speaking of dispatching and shipping things out, Artifact is finally shipping out their crypto kicks. And I was looking at their OpenSea. These things minted in April of 2022. So we're looking at like a year and a half since they first came out. And it is kind of wild seeing these IRL products. I think for now, pretty much the only way to drop these, Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, is like do the pre-order like Signal was saying, where you say, hey, buy however many you want and you'll get these in 6 to 8 weeks. because you know what else happened? I was seeing this trending on Twitter recently. I have to find it still, but people were seeing these VFriend Series 2 that were sold on at Walmart like 6 months ago. They're in clearance right now. You can get one, buy one, get one free right now, or get it at 50% off, because no one wants to buy those, because those are competing with the Barbies of the world, the Lightning McQueen Crocs. Nick, go ahead.
We have some YouTube commenters saying that you're completely wrong, Clemente, on the timing there, but who cares? You know, we didn't say that we're not here as like, we're not a research show. Okay. We're here for, we lean heavily towards the entertainment. So if we get some facts wrong, if we talk some shit about some projects, suck it up. You're not here for just like pure factoid stuff. You got to parse through the information, and 10% of the time we're going to get it right. The thing I was going to say, as it applies to Artifact and some of these other places, I actually like the approach of the pre-sale. What is the communication around it, I think, is where a lot of these things fail. And a lot of these entities are not being honest and direct with what a reasonable timeline is in expectation. Instead, they get you hyped about this pre-sale product. You go and buy it, and you have no freaking clue when you're actually going to get that product. And I think that's been the source of the problem all along. And so that's been just a situation that we've been dealing with. There's businesses like clothing businesses that exist and have for a long time, where their entire model is around the pre-sale. They get enough people to pre-purchase the product, and then it's like a Kickstarter for fashion. There was one when I was in San Francisco, I'm blanking on the name of it, I'll look it up, that did exactly this sort of approach. And I've seen it done over and over again. That's fine when you're like transparent about the fact that you're an early adopter that's supporting this business, but it's different. The problem is like a lot of these NFT businesses raise tens of millions of dollars, and are the expectation is they're going to release something like imminently. And it's sort of like, damn, you got $40 million. You can't get it together. And the reality is no, like they don't have the systems in place. They just had a bunch of cash. What may happen if someone like Doodles, someone like Proof, some of these other businesses, maybe they have enough money that a year from now, they actually look like operating businesses, and all of us are suddenly surprised that they're operating, or they just go the way of the dodo, you know, and they disappear. I don't know which one is going to happen. We got two hands raised. First, to screw with Clemente, we're going to easy.
Thanks, Nick. What happened with the dodos?
Clemente.
What the hell is that? No, I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about, but I'm going to go on to my point. Nick, I agree wholeheartedly that like you're seeing these, the only company that I think has operated and nailed this so far has been Pudgy Penguins. I was scrolling through Instagram yesterday and I got a Pudgy Penguins ad on my burner Instagram account. I was going through it. I was like, oh, damn. And it was literally just a kid opening up a box like, oh, that's so cool to me, because I think like I saw an ad. If I sent that to my sister, she'd be like, oh, I want a Pudgy Penguin. If I sent her, maybe Doodles too, if I sent her the Doodles trailer of the guy doing the dance, I forget, Momo, I think is his name, Momo Guro, the Doodles character. If I sent her a video of that Momo Guro guy, maybe she'll want to buy something, right? But I don't know if I sent her an invisible friend walking that she would want to buy one, right? Especially not enough.
So let's be clear here, Clemente. What you're saying is, and I actually think the echo is a combination of you with me as the source of it, and so it's your fault. You're still plugged in, so that makes no sense. Like that shouldn't be plugged in. So that's a fundamental issue. The secondarily, the thing, and I don't know why you're plugged in, but the other thing I was going to say, associated with this is essentially your sisters. I'm curious how old your sister is, but like apparently you're able to send her an Instagram ad and she's going to get excited about buying a product of a cartoon dancing. And then the format in terms of what the dancing is, you demonstrated two forms of dancing. One was towards the camera, a sort of shimmy, and then the other one was a walking by horizontally. And apparently that makes a major difference in terms of which way is going to work.
Yeah. But to answer your question, Nick, I have my
Is the
sister's
echo
kind of
gone?
like it's nope,
Okay.
still there.
So,
But I was gonna say my sister's kind of like she's 19. But I send her these things. That's kind of like a temperature check because she's like if she's kind of like hey, do you think this is cool or not? Because she's young, she's hip, she understands what's going on in the coolness department in the TikTok world. So I sent her these things and I was like, yo, what do you think of this? I was going through the top NFT collections on Blur and I was showing her the different projects. I showed her Moonbirds. I showed her Bored Apes. I showed her Invisible Friends. But then she didn't really like too many of them. I showed her Pudgy Penguins, actually. She's like, yo, those are freaking dope. And then I gave her one of the collectibles. She also really liked it. That was my point, is like she's the coolness test.
I'm appreciating your physicality here today, Clemente. Your working out is definitely showing here. It's giving you the ability to move your hands and your body in a very flexible way. Hopefully you're doing some yoga in there to really gain some of that agility and flexibility.
The only thing I'll say, and this is just completely off topic, we're going to do it for 30 seconds. So just for some context, Nick gave me a few of his fizzy drinks that he's been drinking that have like 3 grams, 3 milligrams. I don't know what it is. A little bit of 2 of THC, and it has some CBD. And Nick's like, yo, bro, low key, these get you kind of high. You kind of feel it. I drank one last night, and I never smoke. I never do any of that. And I was like, dude, it's been a long day. I just want to relax, watch some Netflix. I chugged this thing with my dinner, and then I'm sitting there. I was expecting literally for just me just to relax. But then I low-key got pretty high, dude. Sitting there, I'm like, hey, yo. And then I have like chronic back problems. Like I have some back pain. Instead of relaxing, I couldn't sit down because I felt my back, just everything that was tight. I kid you not, I did yoga for an hour at night. And I couldn't fall asleep because my body's like, dude, no, your hamstrings are tight. So I'm sitting there doing the downward dog, doing all that stuff. Anyways, I just had to bring that up because that was what I went through last night.
So a couple of quick things. One, you're not supposed to chug it late at night. Like that's not when I always do earlier in the day. And usually I do it on weekends. But so last night you just spontaneously decided to try out some edibles, which is exciting. Glad that's the sort of mentorship that we provide within this organization is educating people how to consume pot. I'm on a journey of trying to become a pothead is what I'm trying to figure out is how is that possible? Can I accomplish that? So far I haven't succeeded. I don't do the edibles during the week. It's only on the weekend. For those that are wondering, it's called CAN, CANN is the name of the drink. I was reading some Business Insider article about it, how they're really like all these weed businesses are struggling. And in the process, I just look it up. And actually, no, I didn't get it because of that article. Later, we're at a store and I ended up buying it. And I was like, man, I feel great. So, but you're telling me, Clemente, that you consumed this and you actually felt awful and it made your back feel worse. Is that what you're saying?
No. So what happened was I felt better, right? So I have these issues in my back that they're kind of bugging me, but I don't do too much. I don't pay too much attention to it. Basically, what I felt was like relief of when I would stretch it. My body was like, yo, dude, you got to take some time to stretch. You got to take some time to take care of your body. And I hadn't done that all day. So when I felt this combination of CBD and THC, this concoction that you made me, as part of the mentorship that we've been doing for the last 6 months, when I drank that, it made me want to start stretching and making my body feel better. I feel phenomenal right now. Like I haven't felt this agile in a while. And I think it was partially due to the stretching that I was doing last night.
Got it. So you were doing high yoga was what was happening was you felt the vibe and you felt a level of relaxation that you've never felt in a long time. And that's exactly what I felt as well when I was like, wow, this micro dosing THC is quite powerful. It's like actually really nice. And I remember the other weekend, I'm always like stressed out about the next thing I got to code. last night I was feeling that seriously. I mean, I built the whole Shopify integration yesterday. I wasn't going to do it for weeks. And then I just got inspired yesterday and was like, fine, fuck it. Like, we'll just build this out. So if you buy something on our Shopify, it unlocks a free NFT on our platform and you get an email notification about it immediately. If you don't have an account synced in the system, it sends you a notification. There was a bug last night. So if you did happen to buy one of the mugs yesterday and you didn't get an NFT, I'm going to rerun a script. So you're going to, and if you didn't use the same email that was on the platform, all those emails got sent to me. There were about 6 people that bought a mug that did not have it in the system. Interestingly enough, something like 80% of people that purchased on Shopify use the same email that they have on the platform, which was exciting. But now you get an email notification. You get an auto-claimed NFT directly to your account, directly integrated with Shopify. We don't even need some of the plugins that we had this development team set up. Anyways, very exciting times. But I was stressed out of my mind yesterday, and I was really feeling like you have one of those cans or you have a little bit of a mini edible. There's I have mints now that I found that are less powerful than those drinks, Clemente. So it's even more moderate. You basically can't feel anything with it. Like it just you're like you can't. It was just like you ate a mint. Like there was no impact whatsoever. But that sort of just relaxation that you can only get from inducing yourself with some sort of drug is just great. And that's what this show is all about, is taking substances to make yourself feel better. Clemente, you got your hand raised.
Yeah, I do want to end the show as we're tying things up back on the NFT talk. Easy, I'm going to put you on the spot one more time. Asking you if you have a yoga routine, how you keep yourself healthy during this bear market as we're moving through this. How do you endure the bear market? All right, what?
Mute yourself. Yo, Easy hasn't been doing yoga. We saw that. Like, we know that that's the case. What right now he takes a video of people on the basketball court and lives vicariously through them is part of his workout routine. Sorry, Easy, go ahead.
Last night. It was a good time. Good time. Got my cardio in. Played hoops. It was a good time. It was a good time. Do I stretch before? No. Do I stretch after? Nope. Do my knees feel like concrete bricks? Yep.
Got it. Okay, well, I'm going to put you on the spot here outside. It was good to know. I am curious what your physical routine looks like. Maybe one day, one Friday episode, last 15 minutes, we'll do a little stretching routine. I'll take you guys through. I'll shotgun 2 of those Nick drinks beforehand, and then I'll get a little stretching routine going with everyone listening. But Easy, I'm curious, where we just ended August, Labor Day weekend is coming up. It's been pretty much, it feels like we're getting past the dog days. What is your big prediction for September? I am curious what you think might have a big upside, if you have any plays you're looking at outside of Vessels, because I'm looking at the top projects, and other than Meme Coin and Otherside, I don't know of what else might be coming other than Nakamigos Falls coming. So I'm curious what you're feeling, what your outlook is for the month of September.
Well, Clemente, there's not much. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm excited for Sugartown, free mint by Zynga. That's what I'm very, very much so excited about. Excited to see how they enter into the Web3 space and what that's going to end up looking like. But other than that, man, I'm not going to lie to you. My Singaporean dollars, we love those. We continue to back those. But I mean, right now, September is traditionally a terrible month for crypto. So I'm watching the charts, trying to see what the moves look like. Do I start ramping my DCA on a red month going into the end of the year? Only time will really tell, but that's kind of where my head's at. NFT wise, it's really, really quiet. And usually once a quarter, you get a big winner. We had Sproto Gremlins this quarter. You had Nakamigos the previous quarter. So I'm curious what Q3 is going to set up for. So I will be watching that side of the market and seeing what NFTs kind of look like. I do think Sugartown's going to be a nice little play.
Okay, got it. One question, Nick, I'm going to throw it over to you actually, but you've been known to spontaneously buy an NFT live on the show. Sometimes you get excited. I am curious, from your point of view, from your entrepreneurial mindset, your viral marketing mindset that you have, your growth hacking strategies. If you had to buy something and hold it for the month of September, what would you be looking at? Are you going to DCA into more spontaneous seahorses, possibly get another gutter gang, maybe creeps, Futureverse? What are you thinking about right now?
Clemente, I stopped buying NFTs a long time ago, so I'm just holding on. Everything I'm buying is crypto at this point. I've been buying Solana. I've been buying Bitcoin. I've been buying ETH. I've actually been wondering whether or not I need both Bitcoin and ETH. Like it feels like ETH feels more like Bitcoin here, and so I've been really doubling down on Solana. Has been the main area that I've been allocating capital to. I have a bag of NFTs. I keep buying portals. I keep buying our NFT because people are willing to sell those for literally basically nothing. And so I'm now the second largest holder, and I'm fast approaching the largest holder of this project. But other than that, I have not been active on the NFT side, primarily because like I own a punk, I own a mutant. If anything, the one thing I was thinking about is like at some point having an ape. Is that my? Sorry, you're looking at NFT Nick.eth, which is not my main wallet, by the way. That's my hot wallet. The one that you're actually looking for is the vault. And now people have airdropped stuff into the vault, which is garbage. So I got to hide that stuff. But I got like I don't have that much great stuff. The biggest thing is the punk. And of course, Flyfish Club, which was just a massive cook. When is that restaurant opening? That's the thing that we're all wondering. Is when is that going to go down? Anyways, the bottom line is I'm not operating on the NFT side. I'm really trading crypto at the moment, and that's where I'm most interested because I think there's a lot of upside on that front. And I'm going to keep I'll look for opportunities on the NFT side, but like a few $1,000s of like that I'll buy in when things drop. I have thought about getting an ape again, Bunny, but I don't know when that would take place, at what price that would happen. So we'll see.
They did see a rally. I mean, they're 28.3. They're up 20% in the last 7 days. They bottomed at that 23 ETH bottom was, if you bought that at that point, Nick, that would be a phenomenal purchase. Last question before I wrap up, easy. So I'm going to sell my Pinto Bean literally right after the show. Should I keep that thing in ETH? What are you thinking? I'm trying to, let's just say I'm trying to sell this, try to take some profits end of December, end of 2023, right before, just to lock in some profits, because it's been all down after that. So I can take that off, no taxes. What do you think I should do? Should I just DCA that into Solana? I got a little bit of a Sol, mostly ETH. What do you think I should do?
I'm
with
a Sol
my
maxi. I'm a Sol maxi. Like that's the thing. Even here, like I mean, I think we could honestly get back in like the 18 range of Sol, and I'm still gonna be buying heavier there. Like that's kind of my thing. Is like anywhere right now, like Sol under 30 just feels like why would I not be buying this? And that's kind of my mentality with it. I'm looking at the market and I'm like, this just feels for me like I want more Solana, and I'm still underexposed to it despite having a lot of it. I'm just hyper bullish on Sol, and I think ETH in this range isn't bad, but would it shock me if we literally just chopped for the rest of the year on all majors? Not at all. Yeah, I'm kind of staying away from meme coins. Kind of looking for the next big winner in Q3, but yeah, I'm hyper bullish on Sol over an extended period of time.
Got it. Nick, you're muted.
It's been a great show. How about you end it on YouTube, Clemente? Peace out to all the YouTube people. We'll be back tomorrow.